Hey, what's up YouTube? How's it going? Hope you guys are all doing well. So I was feeling kind of nostalgic, and especially because it's coming close to Christmas time, and also in the summer I'm going to be traveling to Europe again. But I wanted to share with you guys a story of a vacation I took with my family back in August of 2012. My family and I, we would frequently go back to Europe, like maybe not every summer, but as growing up as a kid, like we would go back almost every summer, and then as I got older we'd go every other summer, and then as I got a little older we started going like maybe once every 3 to 4 years. So 2012 we went back to Europe. My mom's from Scotland, my dad's from Switzerland, so we'd always go to Scotland and Switzerland to visit family. And this time we decided to take a small side trip to Venice, Italy. It's always a place that my family and I have been interested in traveling to. And we spent a total of, I believe, 3 days there. So a lot of people, when they visit Italy, they visit probably Venice, Florence, Naples, Rome, Milan. However, my family and I, we were only there for 3 days, and we spent those 3 days in Venice. And I thought that that was a really cool way to spend it. Like, another time, you know, it'd be nice to like travel to some of the other cities, but there's a lot to do just in around Venice, and you could spend a good few days there, which is what I want to share with you guys today. So here's a picture of us standing outside our hotel. Now our hotel wasn't actually in Venice, our hotel was on the mainland. So we had to take a train from the mainland into Venice. And that's what we did every morning that we were there. Now if you look at this map, you can see where the mainland is, and you see that line going from the mainland to Venice, or as they say, Venezia, I think. I don't know, I could be saying that wrong. But that line right there represents the train tracks. And it didn't take long at all. It was like probably less than a half-hour journey, including us walking from our hotel to the train station and then taking the train to Venice. Now, before I really get into this, let me show you all the typical canal photos that people love to take in Venice. Now, if any of you guys aren't too familiar with how Venice is, it's kind of like not part of a large piece of land. What it is, it's out in the sea, and it's divided by many canals. It's surrounded completely by water, divided by canals, and even some large canals. I think there's one canal called the Grand Canal or something. And they have a lot of boat traffic. A lot. Which is so cool to see. I really love the ocean and the sea and like boats and stuff. I love all that stuff, guys. And another thing about Venice, guys, is Europe in general. Europe is old. It's an old place. Unlike America, where I live, America is very new. Everything is very new here. You don't really get the same type of architecture that you get over there, or the type of craftsmanship and the materials. Everything about old European architecture is very ornate. Now, one rumor that I would like to address that I heard before I went to Venice is that everybody was saying that the canals smell funny. Now, I went in the heart of the summer, which I would imagine would be the time when the canals would smell the worst. But we got there, the canals didn't smell at all. I don't know where those rumors came from or why people say that. The canals really didn't smell at all, guys. So don't let that put you off. And at nighttime, everything looks just as beautiful as the daytime. This is actually one of those times where I think to myself, man, I wish that I was vlogging back then. But I wasn't, so I wasn't really into like taking videos at that particular time, so we just have photos. Here are some pictures of my family and I cruising around on a water bus, aka a boat. Now, once you're in Venice, you're not far from a few other islands. My family and I visited 2 other islands that were close to Venice. One of those islands was called Murano. Once again, guys, I'm not Italian, so I might be pronouncing these wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments below. Now, Murano is just slightly north of Venice, and you have to take a boat there. So here's my sister and I hanging out, waiting for our boat to come pick us up. Murano is very famous for glass blowing. I want to say almost 80 to 90% of the places on the island of Murano have something to do with glass, making glass sculptures or selling glass ornaments, stuff like that. Another island close to Venice is called Lido. Lido has some very beautiful beaches. And to be quite honest, when I heard that we were visiting Venice, I didn't really have the idea in our head that we'd be hanging out on a beach at any time. But we did. On the beaches in Lido, they actually have like little carts that like people push around, on the beach, and you could like actually go up and buy clothes from them. And they also have like little mobile bars. And I'm not entirely sure what the drinking age is in Italy, but if it's anything like Switzerland, in Switzerland you could buy beer and wine when you're only 16 years old. Italy, I'm assuming it's probably the same because they never carded any of us to like buy beer or anything. And you could also drink on the beaches there, drink alcohol on the beaches. And I just had my sister, who was probably 16 at the time, she would like go and buy beer for me. I would like give her money to go buy beer for me, and she would just bring it to me. They never, no questions asked. Like I would just be drinking on the beach like nothing. The water on Lido, like on the beaches there, it's very tame, no waves, and it's also quite warm. It's very nice, very comfortable. You also see some of the most beautiful sunsets from Venice. It's one of the places that I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to visit. It was really perfect, and if you guys ever have the opportunity to go visit Venice, like I'd strongly encourage it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my little story about when I went to visit Venice, Italy with my family. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And if you feel so inclined, if this is the first video that you've ever seen of mine, check out my channel. I do daily vlogs. Although I didn't upload a video yesterday, usually I do daily vlogs every day. And I also do covers, and I do the occasional review from time to time. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, guys. That really would be awesome. Alright guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace. Good night.